Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Well, today we're going to try welding some aluminum with bernzomatic. I just grab this here. Bernzomatic brazing welding rods. Now, you get these from Canadian Tire. Well, that's where I got these ones. You get a package of two for about $5. And you just use a regular MAP fuel torch, propane torch. You can use your oxyacetylene, which will heat things up a lot quicker. We're going to just use MAP fuel here. And one thing for sure that's important is to make sure that your aluminum is really clean. Before you do this, it'll all stick together. So I've already cleaned it all up. And we're going to try sticking some together here. And I've already played with this a little bit, so it works really good. So I thought I'd show you guys. Now the melting point on this stuff, or working point, is 700 to 750 degrees Fahrenheit. MAP fuel gets around 3,000 degrees roughly, so it gets quite hot. And we're actually going to have to line this up a little bit better. It's kind of shifting on us here. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Now this is some pretty high grade aluminum that I'm using. I have no idea what it is, but it's got a very high melting point in comparison to most other aluminums. So this torch isn't going to melt it too easily. The thicker the aluminum, the longer it's going to take to heat it up too. So. Okay, so that's all attached. So we have to wait a while for that to cool down. And, you know, and I have a full-length rod here. And like I said, I already played with this a little bit already tonight. But I mean, for all that I've done with it so far, I mean, that's not bad usage. you know. And I've gone all the way around this, and I've played around with some other stuff before I even did that. So, you know, I still got the other rod and a little bit left, and the stuff is apparently good for fixing, according to the package here, while we're waiting. Aluminum, useful for soldering aluminum windows and doors. Miter joint, ideal for sealing holes in aluminum, boats, leaders, gutters, siding, outboard motor castings, most Kirksite and zinc-based die castings, and of course they, you know, bragging rights, unmatched for high strength and service. And this is their aluminum rod, and for $5 for a pack of 2, it's to me it's worth the gamble to try it out and see how it works. You know, for filling holes and stuff, the stuff is apparently really good. You know, and from what I played around with it, it's actually not too bad. This sort of thing here, it's going to be good. I mean, it's not going to be, you know, you're not going to be able to stick 900 pounds on the thing, probably, but, you know, we'll see what it's like when it's all cooled off and see how strong it is. But if it turns out to be okay, then okay. If not, well, then we use it for really light duty stuff. But I mean, this is probably more than what this thing's meant for as far as thickness of aluminum goes. But it should still work okay. Still pretty hot. But anyhow, so new little type of welding thing. I've got my MiG 140, so I'm going to get a spool gun for it. But I thought I'd try this stuff here out. You know, because I mean, if it's good for repairing boats and stuff, you know, small leaks or whatever, and or anything else aluminum based, well, it's a good little investment for $5, and you don't have to have a MIG welder or a TIG welder to use the stuff to get some, you know, even light duty repairs done around the house that you need to do. So, and you don't have to be a genius to do the stuff. Propane torch, and you know, some sandpaper to clean up your aluminum, wire brush, you know, that hasn't been contaminated with steel already, because it's real important to make sure that that aluminum is really super clean and it's not contaminated from other materials. And you just take the torch to her and away you go. Okay, well, it's not complete. It's still going to be hot for a while here, but seems to take some pretty good hits. I'd say it's decent stuff. I mean, even for doing this, that's, you know, decent. I mean, I'm not using all the force of my whole body, but, you know, for... I'm hitting that pretty hard, and it's not breaking. So, that's not too bad. Probably be really good too for fixing boat propellers, especially if you got like little minor sections and that are chewed, and you can re-smooth that out. And you can hand sand aluminum for reshaping and reshape the blade pitch on your propeller for your boat, you know, especially if it's an aluminum prop. And you'd be able to fix it with this stuff too. So yeah, I give this a thumbs up. I think I'd buy it again. In fact, I know I'm going to buy it again. I'll probably pick up a few packs of the stuff, and because it's real handy when you don't have to have the spool gun already for doing some repairs. So what the heck. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. Hey, this is a thumbs up, and like I said, this stuff I got from Canadian Tire. The next stuff I'm going to actually try out down the road is HTS or HST, whatever it is, 2000. It's a similar type of thing, but instead of aluminum, it's it can be used on aluminum, but it's also for steel as well. and I've followed that product for a while now. It's really slick stuff. Bernzomatic came out with this stuff, and our local Canadian Tire store carries it. And so I thought, for $5 I'll try it for a couple of rods. And I'll tell you, I'm not disappointed. I think that is really, really good stuff. And it's going to come in quite handy for future stuff that has to be done around here. And if I even get customers that need some light aluminum stuff done, then that'd be really good for that too. Anyways, take care, happy YouTubing, and see you in the next one.